Go.
Nuclear energy, uranium radioactivity. Uranium is the raw material of nuclear power plants. It is a metal found in some rocks and has the particularity of being radioactive. This means that the nucleus of its atoms is unstable and has a tendency to degenerate. This natural phenomenon, even if it takes place on a scale so small that we cannot even see it under the microscope, releases a very large amount of energy. But, by the way, do you know what an atom is? To put it simply, let's say it's a tiny constituent of matter. All that exists is formed of innumerable atoms linked to each other. Each atom has a nucleus composed of even smaller particles. Nuclear energy, from the Latin nucleus, the nucleus, or atomic energy, is released when the nuclei of atoms break. We are talking about nuclear fusion. This phenomenon is used as a nuclear reactor. But the energy contained in certain materials can also be released when the nuclei of atoms merge. This is called nuclear fusion. At present, we do not know how to reproduce this phenomenon to make it usable. On the other hand, we know that the energy produced in the condition is much more powerful than fission because it is the nuclear fusion which makes burn the stars like our sun. Humanity has been controlling nuclear energy for less than 100 years, but the research on radioactivity began in the late 19th century. You have probably heard of Marie and Marie Curie, and also Albert Einstein. These great scientists have made it possible to better understand the phenomenon of radioactivity. Nuclear energy was first used in the military in 1945. The United States ended the Second World War by releasing 2 nuclear bombs on Japan cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, an unprecedented human tragedy. From 1950s, nuclear energy was used to produce electricity in 1986. A very serious accident occurred in the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine, former USSR. The General Republic then released the potential danger that this energy represents. In 2011, the accidents affecting the plant in Fukushima, Japan also marks the spirits. Uses and facilities. Uranium mines. Rocks containing uranium ore extracted from the Earth's subsoil in uranium mines. But to be used as a source of energy, uranium must first be transformed into a factory to make the kind of concentrate yellow cakes. Uses and facilities. Uranium mines, rocks containing uranium ore are extracted from the Earth's subsoil in uranium mines. But to be used as a source of energy, uranium must first be transformed into a kind of concentrate called yellow cake. Nuclear power plants. This uranium concentrate, the yellow cake, is sent to the plant. It is then hermetically sealed in nuclear reactor. It is this one that will cause the disintegration of atomic nuclei of uranium. This process releases a tremendous energy in the form of heat, which is used to boil water. Steam rotates the turbine that produces electricity. Moreover, the smoke that we see rising above the large round chimneys of the nuclear power plants. Smoke that we see rising above the large chimneys in power plants is not CO2 or pollution, but precisely water vapor. The only direct attack on the environment is that the water is used to cool facility returns in nature. This can disrupt plants and animals. Today, there are 440 nuclear power plants in 30 countries. Together, they produce about 10% of the energy consumed around the world. The countries that produce the most nuclear energy are the United States with 99 reactors and France with 58 reactors. In China, 25 nuclear power plants are under construction but are not finished. So in passing that Since its discovery, the principle of radioactivity has found applications very useful in medicines. X-rays, for example, make it possible to take photographs of the hard parts inside the body. Radioactive waste. Radioactive waste is a radioactive material that is not intended for the use and is not allowed to disperse to the environment. Radioactive waste is sometimes called nuclear waste because the radioactivity comes from an imbalance in the atomic nucleus. It is the electronuclear industry that produces most of the nuclear waste by using and generating radioactive materials in different stages of the nuclear fuel cycle. The only way to get rid of this waste is to store it. An energy without a future. Nuclear energy is an energy without future. Uranium is a fossil fuel, so its quantity on the planet is limited. In addition, the new reactors will not be operational until 2040. The main pro of nuclear energy is that energy is very productive and that it uses uranium that can be found in quite large quantity. In addition, it does not emit CO2, but only water vapor. Thank you for listening to my nuclear.